Apexxology 1. This is my daughter and her friends. Can y'all guess which one of these girls my daughter is? Is it her? Is it her? Are you my daughter? Is that my daughter? Is that my daughter? Is that my daughter? Y'all know how y'all know that's my daughter right there? See the sun shining on her? See the sun shining on her?
Yeah. Not the pose, right? Yeah, you right on your prettiest daughter.
They crazy. When my daughters together, I'll be like, "Can my prettiest child come here?" And they'll both jump up and start running.
They should know what it is.
It's my daughter Sky right here that y'all seen Sky dancing. Yeah, what y'all think about Black Lives Matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Huh? Black Lives Matter? For real?
I'm black.
Are you?
Hell yeah.
Are you?
Hell yeah.
Are you? Are you?
Yeah, we all black. I'm not black.
All right then. All right, there you go. All right then. I just had to see where my daughter mind frame is at. She knows. She already know. Go ahead, Gil. Go in. Let's.
I believe I'm black.
Huh?
I actually believe I'm black.
I mean, if you actually believe that, if you believe you black, then you believe you black.
We on live?
Huh?
We on live?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, we on YouTube. We on YouTube.
And pieces.
Let me share y'all something. Black is the absence of a color. It doesn't represent a nationality. It doesn't represent a damn thing. All right? The reason they tell you you're black is to put you with Africa. If they tell you you're Egyptian like they're supposed to, then they have to tell you you're gods and goddesses. So they start you off with spears in Africa and tell you you didn't build the pyramids. You're not connected with the gods. Here, be an African. African Conus was a white European who kidnapped people on that land called Kemet or Ethiopia. And he made them be Africans. You don't hear the Africans saying we're African Egyptians because they're two different people, just like you're something different. If Columbus came in, he saw natives, what if you came out of the natives that was already here and they never been to Africa? Education, after they kidnapped you, the biggest thing they told you was here, as many as you believe this. And they showed you a little white boy and they told you that was God too. So that means you can't be God if this little white boy is God. You understand? So when you go to Egypt and you look at your skin, you tell me, is your skin closer to the goddesses or is they closer to some people with spears in their hand practicing rituals? And that's where you get spiritual from. The spirit people who practice rituals like they've really seen Isis and Nefertiti and them doing. And that's who y'all are. Y'all are goddesses. The girls on Panther, that's who y'all are, scientists. But they want to start you off in huts in Africa like you was hunting animals. And they have really no proof of that. They just show you slavery, show you all of this through movies, but you really don't have proof of none of this stuff. The man who they said wrote slavery name was Alex Haley. A white man wrote the movie. He stole it from him. A lot of our We Shall Overcome and all that, white people wrote that for black people to sing. So they want to tell you you're from slavery to keep you in a mental bondage. So every time you think, you say, I'm from slavery, instead of saying I'm from the God race, the Nubians, the gold people. Do you see Nubian people, African people, white people, anybody saying black, their power, Indian power? Why is only black power? Because it's an attack on black people. And it's written in their constitution that if you constitute yourself as black, then we deem you absent of a color. And that's why black people have to go fighting about black power, black power. But the NAACP was ran by a white man. He made up the NAACP to give to black people. So never think I always educated my daughter or taught her outside of education. What school is going to give you is education. Outside of that box, you're going to have your own enlightenment and you begin to question things that the educational system lied to you and told you about. He gave you a belief system. You're not a believer, you're a scientist. You want to know things. Okay, so keep thinking what y'all are. That's just something else to add on for you to think about. I'm not taking away the fact that you trust that you're black. I'm just here to enlighten y'all. You're not black, and the black race don't claim anything. Okay? Indians can go to India, Hawaiian people can go to Hawaiian, Puerto Ricans can go to Puerto Rico, Italians can go to Italy. Okay, if you're black, go to black. If you go, okay, there you go. Call your grandmother or your sister and tell her to call somebody in Africa. Why do Africans run up in the stores and get African cars to call Africa and you don't, since you're from Africa? You're not from Africa. You've been told that in a system after they beat you and put you in slavery. What the hell can you do after 400 years but not read but believe what they tell you? So just rethink that as y'all grow older and come out of being black and look at the walls of Egypt and ask me, is them gods and goddesses black or are they the color of y'all? Tan and brown. Okay? There you go. And y'all the goddess race.
Can I get some clarification real quick?
Yes, ma'am.
No, not nutrition.
So you're saying like this? Just because they telling us we black, we from Africa. What is it about the gods and goddesses that like connect us with that? Like, why is it?
How do you know we're from there?
Yeah.
Look, like I just told you, if you look at their skin, right? Gold, right? Brown, Nubian, and look at your skin. And look at what they tell.
I have a question.
Hold on, you keep it in line. And look what they're telling you. All I'm telling you is this. If you're from Africa, Africans build huts, have spears in their hand. If you're from Egypt, they built the pyramids, and they were goddesses and goddesses. You understand?
With your ancestry, it had to do